got the 1967 Firebird out. The owner's going to be picking it up tomorrow. Just getting a couple miles on it, make sure everything's working properly. See how the gauges want to respond. Going to do a walk-around video of this 1967 Pontiac Firebird. This car originally came out of San Diego, California. It had a 326 in it with a 2-barrel carb, automatic car, no AC. This is a car that does not belong to the museum. It does belong to an acquaintance of the founder. They picked it up last fall. Just had some mechanical issues with it. They got it through one of the national classic car dealerships, I guess you would say. Not a bad driver. There's not perfect, but it's a good car to enjoy. He had taken it to a shop closer to his house, and they'd found low compression on a couple cylinders and came up with a list of stuff that they said needed to be replaced on it. So he was able to, he asked if this was something we were able to do in a one-off deal, something we normally do not do. And like I said, it took about a couple months to take care of it. We got roughly about 200 hours into it. Most of the work was just done on the engine compartment. We'll pop the hood. This was a 326 car. The motor that's in it now is a 350. Going by the numbers, it's a 1972 model year car. Not sure what the car or what the engine would have came out of, if it was out of a Firebird, a Le Mans, or Tempest. But when we got our car came in, the engine was Chevy orange. Went through, got it disassembled, popped the head, sent those to the machine shop. While the engine was out, went through and cleaned up the engine compartment. Not perfect, but just getting it clean. That's main thing, is wanted to have it so when the owner opened up the hood, he wasn't ashamed of what he saw. So when the car came in, of course, it had an older radiator on it. Had a mechanical fan that actually was up here above the radiator, and then they had put an electric fan on the front of the radiator to try to help it cool off. We found the exhaust valves on cylinder 1 and cylinder 7 were actually burned out with pieces missing. Luckily, there's nothing in the engine, nothing in the cylinders to show that it went inside the cylinders, so we're good on that one. But yeah, with the machine work, we brought it back to what it would have been for the year of the car, not the year of the engine as far as our paint goes. That's a silver blue metallic. I believe it was after 1970 that Pontiac went to a darker blue metallic. I'm probably off on those years. I'm not a Pontiac expert or really enthusiast. We did go through, redo some wiring. The wiring harness down here, that was running along the fender here. Did split the harness, run that down through the inner fender, and same thing on this side, just to give it a cleaner look. And we have a couple cars here in the museum I was able to use for reference. We got a 1966 Chevelle that restored to as original as can be, and that was actually the way that harness was on that car. Can't tell you 100% that's the way it should be or not, but it just gave it a cleaner look, and the owner was happy to see it. This already did have the Edelbrock Pontiac Performer intake on it, an Edelbrock camshaft with the upgraded valve springs, so we left that alone. It's a 420 lift cam. A quick look inside here. It's a clean car. Like I said, it's a good driver's car. This is nothing perfect on it, but very clean. Has had some stereo updates. Nothing big, but just enough to be able to hook your phone into it and enjoy it. The shoulder belts on it, that's something that the owner put in himself. Just felt more secure having those than just a lap belt. And nothing wrong with that. If you got a car that's not a numbers matching car, make it your own. Do what you want with it. You're the one that owns it. So go through it. We'll see if she wants to fire up. Couple pumps. And there we have for the engine. Nice and smooth. I know that the microphone on the camera is going to pick up different noises. The sound of the belt and the alternator, it's going to make that louder than it really is. It says dual exhaust on it, Flowmaster systems. Like I said, well done, well presented car. Does have the tack up here on the hood. So that's it. Since July to we're second week of October, when the middle of October was the requested due date by the owner. We were able to hit that. It's been a interesting project to work on, but fun at the same time. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching.